Hey guys! So, as you know, we are starting our poetry unit this week. Before I hear any of your groans, I think you'll really like some of the ideas that I have and ways that we will discover poetry and learn about it and through it together. Grade 7s, welcome to Poetry Unit. We'll focus on learning outcome number 1. So by the end of this unit, we should all be able to listen, speak, read, write, view, and represent and mostly explore thoughts, ideas, feelings, and experiences surrounding poetry. With that, I present to you the KWL chart. So what a KWL chart demonstrates is what you know, what you still wonder, and what you learned. So it's an interesting and fun way to connect your thoughts and knowledge, and we will have a few that we'll be able to look back on and add to throughout the unit. So I have an example of one here, and I will give you guys a few minutes to make your own, and feel free to add to it in the unit whenever you have some new knowledge, new questions, or something that you've learned. So with that, we will be experiencing another type of literacy example through poetry called a shared reading. You may have heard this called a read aloud in maybe another class, and it is essentially listening to poetry being read aloud. So it can be really moving and powerful to listen to poetry being read. And it helps us to comprehend oral texts and learn new vocabulary through this. It allows us to just sit and focus on what's being said rather than worry about reading. And sometimes it might take a couple tries to listen to it, but I find it really helpful. Can you think of a type of poem that you would actually enjoy listening to, though? Rather than drone on reading from a textbook or a Shakespeare book, although we will get to that, I want to listen to or watch a couple different music videos with you guys that contain fluency and powerful lyrics that tell a story in a way, as a way to demonstrate this shared reading technique to you guys. So I really like this song here. Ooh. And we're going to listen to a couple minutes of that and start our classes listening to poetry in some form of oral literacy. So after we listen to poetry, I find it really helpful to write what we've learned. Not a lot and not about anything in particular, but 5 minutes of writing and practicing writing skills about what we just listened to can be really helpful to engage with what we have learned. So I want you to write some thoughts on the piece that we just heard, maybe some new vocabulary or some emotions that came to mind. And we'll do this throughout the units after either listening to me read lyrics or watching a video together or listening to your fellow peers read poetry aloud. And this will eventually lead us into writing our own poems and being able to confidently read those. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes or so to write about that song, and just as a trial practice, we'll see what we come up with. This won't be graded, it's more just for practice. Thanks for watching.